EGM Network.
Welcome back to Classic Car Radio. Second half. If you didn't listen to the first half, I'm Keith McDonald here with Mike Carano, Steve Charbonneau, and Todd Byron. Welcome back, guys.
Todd Byron.
If you're listening on the radio, happy Saturday. Go vote. Get your vote out.
Get the vote out.
Get your vote out. Jump out of your garbage can and get down there and vote. Anyway, we got one more story, Mike, and I found this interesting at Hemmings. It's a Hemmings book review, the complete book of AMC cars, American Motors Corporation, from 1954 to 1988. And, you have an AMC in the family.
Yeah.
Kimberly's car, of course.
Yeah.
So if you've ever been accused, this guy writes, if you ever been accused. This is a professional writer at Hemmings. He writes, I'm a writer. It just kind of irked me.
Yeah, the way he wrote it?
Yeah, it should be, if you've ever been accused. Anyway, it just sounds dumb. So that's the way he started. If you've ever been, you have, yeah.
All right.
Anyway, accused of being an AMC guy, you'll need to buy this book by Patrick Foster and Tom Glatch. Complete book of AMC cars, American Motors Corporation from 64 to 88, covers the brand from the merger with Nash, Kelvinator, and Hudson to the company's peak during the early 70s, and finally the acquisition of American Motors by Chrysler and the production of the last AMC Eagle in 1987. I didn't realize they were gone that long.
Wow.
Imagine that?
Yeah.
That's why that little four-wheel drive Eagle went for a lot of money. It was in 87, was the last year.
Last year, then.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Hey, remember that white one with the wood grain?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think they're all white with wood grain. The only ones I ever saw.
That thing do off-road. They're four-wheel drive.
They're four-wheel drive, yeah. And a lot of people had them up high, too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I remember working
Short
on
wheelbase, man. They go through the mud real good.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
So anyway, that book is available now. It's a 200-page hardcover with over 300 images of AMC cars, and you can purchase that book at Motor Books for just $50.
Wow.
$50.
$50 for a 200-page book.
Lord,
Oh, you could get a couple of Pontiac books for what?
Well, I wrote a book.
So I brought it up.
Mine's
I've never heard this before.
$225.
There it is.
I know.
Oh my God!
There it is.
It's about a Pontiac,
Yeah.
and that was only $25. And this guy's getting
$25, and it
50?
was 250 pages.
Does it have pictures?
Has it ever sold?
It's got never been seen, never seen before.
Never seen before
Yeah,
pictures.
because
Have you ever sold any?
I actually went to. I've sold thousands.
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 Yeah.
No
How many
wonder
pages?
you drive that freaking Bentley.
Was it? Now I lost my train of thought.
I actually for that.
That's not hard.
General Motors.
Right.
General Motors released a bunch of photos to me.
Right.
Their historical department. They said these have never been published before. We're going to release them to you for your book.
Right.
Because they were really happy that I was doing a historical thing on Pontiac. So
Right.
I had all these. They're all black and white, of course, from the '60s. But they were great photos. No one had ever seen a lot of those. I don't want to sound like Trump. No one's ever seen before. It's so great. No one's ever seen before.
They're huge.
They're huge. Anyway, it was good. And then, in your answer to your question, I've sold
Hey.
not several thousand, but a few thousand of them sold.
That's all that matters.
That's wicked sick. How many
Yeah.
pages?
It's wicked fun.
Yeah.
How many pages tell it?
225 or 250 or something like that.
Really?
And this guy's getting 50 and he only got 25?
Yeah. Well, it's a hardcover.
No, that's a hardcover. Mine's a soft.
Yeah. Easy to hold.
Paperback.
Easy to hold.
Paperback.
Rider?
Paperback rider.
And you can check out our YouTube shorts.
Right.
Yeah.
Check out YouTube Shorts. We had one the other day with
Or without.
Todd on there, so I put that up on Facebook, I believe, and then.
Oh, man.
Well, we had the one I put up
one of them.
recently was Mike.
Yeah,
It was
Mike.
Mike.
Oh, that's Mike. I was going to say.
It was Happy Mike.
Yeah.
Todd's stalker's going to be watching that one.
You had some views on that one. 700 and change, maybe a
Your
little bit
little
more.
stalker buddy's going to be watching that one.
My stalker? Yeah, my fan club.
Yeah.
So go to
Gotta be like
YouTube
Todd.
and go to
Gotta be
Evergreen
like
Media
Todd.
Network, and then go to just look on the shorts, and you'll see one of our ugly mugs on there, and you can just
Yeah.
Let's just watch some of those.
And
And
there's
they're only,
one-
60 seconds or something, Jesse? Or maybe a minute and a half, something like
There
that.
they are. And
They're
there's,
not-
Under a minute, yeah.
there's some with Steve, there's some with Todd,
Yeah.
there's some with me. I mean,
Yeah.
I
mean-
look for 'em, man. I'm
I mean, when you freeze the picture like that, we're kind of doofy looking, but that's all right. You know,
Always comes at the worst shot.
That's just like that goofy looking.
it's like they take your picture when you're eating. You know, you all of a sudden you got that thing.
Yeah, you got something in your mouth you're chewing
Right,
on. Yeah.
right.
Like, what's coming out of that guy's mouth?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a chicken bone.
They always get me halfway through a blink. You know,
Right,
like my eyes are half shut.
Like you're sleeping during
Yeah,
the show.
sleeping or.
Oh, yeah.
Eating gummies or something.
Yeah, exactly.
The last festival that was out at the riverside, we were out there and we were taking a bite, and I was like, I turned around and looked, and there's a camera like
Right
from
on
here
you.
to Jesse, and I was like, I looked at her, I said, hey, Aaron, don't say nothing right now, but hey, you might want to look over this guy's taking a picture while she's eating, and she hates that. She's like, stop messing with me, and then the guy comes over, and I was like, what? Say what?
What's your name?
Messing, and then yeah, that's what the guy did. Hey, what's your name? Can we publish this picture? And she's like, let me see which ones you got, and I'll tell you.
So yeah, check out our YouTube shorts. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they're fun and informative. They're actually, Jesse puts up the ones that, mostly Tech Talk, when they're very informative. So people watch them.
And we gotta congratulate Jesse. I mean, he did a great job on Main Street Vero on the other day, right, Jess?
Oh, thanks, Mike.
You had a lot of people show up.
We did. We had a lot of people. They said it was a record turnout for a Main Street event
Wow.
for Downtown Friday.
Now you sound like trumpet.
There you go.
Record turnout.
It was huge.
It was huge. 25,000
That's
people.
right. A million people.
No one's ever seen it before.
That's right.
No one has ever seen it before.
Now, Jesse, is that going to be every Friday or
So-
month to month?
That's going to be the last Friday of every month except December because of Christmas and all that.
Right,
But,
right.
So Black Friday is the next one. So
Black
come on
Friday.
out Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving.
Are we
It's,
allowed to say Black Friday?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why
okay.
not? It's Black Friday.
I thought they, they got rid of that.
No.
I thought they got
Not
rid of it.
canceled
Line
Black
indicator.
They
Friday.
didn't cancel Black
No.
Friday?
No.
No.
Okay.
Not yet. Next
So
year.
yeah, come downtown Vero,
Yeah.
Friday nights.
Car show too?
No.
They have cars? No,
No,
they didn't have
no
cars this
cars.
time.
Just-
Sometimes they do,
Yeah, they kind of stopped that.
Why?
I don't know. I thought
We
something.
used to
they're
put them
leaving
on
early
either
or something.
14th Street south of 60 or 14th Street north of 21st, as I recall, on some of those Friday nights. One
Yeah.
time it was right down 21st.
Right down 21st.
Yeah, they had a bunch of cars
Yeah.
there a couple times.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think they stopped, right, Jesse?
Jesse, all you got to do is ask us, and we'll get the cars in
All
there for you.
right. Yeah, let's have you guys out November.
Yeah, there we go. We'll do it. All right, this week in auto history, let's do that. What do you say? What do we got
Yeah,
for time?
sure.
Yeah, we got
Plenty
plenty.
of time.
October 28th, 1942, Utah imposes the wartime speed limit of 35 miles per hour. It's put into effect as a safety measure because new tires were unavailable to the American public because they were all going on. The rubber was all being used for military purposes, Jeeps and whatever, whatever was on all those trucks and all that stuff in World War II.
Yeah.
So you could only go 35 miles an hour in Utah, which is a pretty big state. And but that was the first time there was a wartime speed limit, and the other states followed very shortly after that. October 29th, 1954, they stepped down Hudson production. Although the Hudson name would survive for 2 more years, the badges were on Nash-designed cars built by the new AMC, which we were just talking about.
And those Nash cars, they were funky looking.
Yeah, they sure were. They were.
They were just weird
The
looking.
Nash, yeah, but the Hudsons were just big lugs, weren't they?
Yeah, they were
big,
just
big,
like lead sleds.
Yeah, exactly. October 30th, 1954, Lamborghini's new V12 GT prototype is first shown at the Turin Auto Show. That's the first time they had a V12 GT prototype. Lamborghini figures. A V12.
Wow,
Amazing.
V12.
See, I didn't even think Lamborghini was back around then. I learned something new today.
Yeah, see
Yeah, me
that?
neither,
Yeah.
actually.
I didn't even know the V12 was back then.
Hey, that's what we got to do. Then we got to find a 54.
Well, you know how Lamborghini came to be in the cars. They went up against Ferrari.
I think it'd be worth a fortune.
And Ferrari pissed off Lamborghini so badly that he said, I'm going to make cars to compete with you.
Oh, really?
And that's how he did it. He said he was a tractor company, Lamborghini Tractors. And he decided that, okay, if Ferrari, he had some designs he wanted Ferrari to produce for him, and Ferrari laughed him out of his office, basically. And so Enzo, good old Enzo. And so the Lamborghini, I forget his first name, he just said, well, I'll make my own. So look where we are today with those Lamborghinis. They're incredible.
Yeah.
Finally, October 31st, 1913, Lincoln Highway was dedicated. America's first coast-to-coast highway officially opened. That was on Halloween, 1913. I don't even know if they had Halloween back then, did they?
Why not?
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Why wouldn't they?
So, speaking of that, what are you going as tomorrow night? You
Going
going to be
as?
dressed up on Halloween?
No, I'm staying home.
You going to stay as yourself?
Well, it is. A lot of
You're
kids.
scary enough
I
coming
get
to
a
the
lot
door.
of kids come to the house. It's crazy.
If you wear those glasses and have that beard hanging down, the kids
Yeah.
will think you have wearing
I might
a coffin.
bury myself in the yard, and
There
when
you
the kids
go.
come up, I'll jump out
Right
by
up
the
to your
leaves
neck.
or
Just
something.
just right up
Just
to
a
your neck.
headless guy.
Have your big Mike Carano smile going.
Yeah, there you
They'll
go.
run. They'll run.
Yeah.
But have a bowl of candy next to your head.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So,
I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, if you have a tech talk question, because we're going to do this, right?
yeah, we'll do tech talk. Wait a minute.
Send it to AmericanCarClassics@gmail.com. We need some questions.
Yeah, we need questions, definitely. AmericanCarClassics@gmail.com. Yeah, if you got any questions about your cars, your classic cars, please. We prefer classic car questions, but we'll take the other ones, right, guys?
Yeah, we got Steve here.
All right, let's do one.
Yeah,
Let's do one before break. Joey from the internet, and the reason he is not identifying where he's from is he's afraid Steve will find him and kill him. Anyway,
Nice.
Such a nice guy.
he's asking you, Todd. Todd, I have a 78 Cobra 2 with a 2.86 V8 C4 transmission. The V6 is seized, and I want to restore this car because I've never seen them around locally. I'm going to go with an engine swap to an 81 or older 302. So far, I've come up with a new engine mounts, an oil pan, bell housing. Please let me know what I really need. I'm not sure if the bell housing on the V6 will fit on the 302.
I don't think so.
No, it's not going to fit. That's the first thing. I did look that one up.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to fit, but I don't know what you're going to need, bro.
Mustang 2 V8 bell housing. Well, the answer's right there for you.
Did
You
some
can
of them,
pretend that you know and just
did some-
answer it. They read the answer.
I was all right.
did some of those Mustangs come with V8s? The Mustang 2s? Did any of them come with
Yeah,
V8s?
yeah,
when
they
Yeah,
did.
they did.
They did.
The Cobra one?
Yeah, they came with a
V8?
302 optional. Yeah.
So you shouldn't have to do too much.
I wouldn't
No, you're
think,
just
but the
gonna need
flywheel, if
Yeah.
the bell housing will not fit. The flywheels are unique only for Mustang 2. Has a very small diameter compared to other small blocks. And also the engine V8 and all power steering mounts and brackets are Mustang 2 only,
Yep.
but you can use the setup from other
I'm
engines.
sure they sell a kit for it, too.
Yeah.
The box is a lot smaller than you
Yeah,
think, you know.
Oh, really?
yeah, you put it.
You
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
seen one of them 302s in one of them cars? It's not.
They're really
they're
jammed
tight.
in, aren't they?
No room, yeah.
You got to move the strut towers too at all.
Putting
I would.
100 pounds
I
of
would
poop
take
in a
that. I would
10-pound
take
bag.
that. I would take that.
Putting the Coyote in a fastback, right?
Right.
Hey, you're
Right.
right.
Horned in there.
Right, and you got to take the strut,
I think it'd be harder.
the struts off,
Strut
right?
towers out.
What?
The towers off?
What?
The V8? The towers, take them off on a
Mustang
Mustang?
too?
Yeah.
Mustang
No.
too. Didn't it have Pinto front suspension? The Pinto. That's wasn't.
I'm not really
Pinto
sure.
didn't have
Towers?
struts, did it?
I don't. You know. I
I
don't
thought.
know.
I thought the Pinto front end was very popular anyway. With
Was it? I thought it was the Granada. The Granada rear,
The Mustang,
Granada rear end a lot of guys use for those
the
cars.
Mustang 2 is
Yeah.
the most popular one because that's what's like in
Yeah.
all the Skips cars and all that stuff. And
It's
then
got
the
all
other two cars and then the Novas and stuff that I've seen, it's all Mustang 2
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
so
it's got the rack and all that stuff, you know?
Wasn't it a Pinto chassis almost on those things? I thought it was.
I mean, it was
Yeah,
small
maybe not.
enough.
not on a Mustang too.
No,
Mm-mm.
No,
Okay.
no.
no. I always thought it might be. I wasn't sure.
Well, because they were probably the same size, really.
Yeah.
They weren't, one wasn't
I
big
know.
on the
That's
other.
why I asked. Yeah. I never knew the answer to that. Anyway, well, let's go on a break. We come back. We've got 4 more questions we can do. So stick around. We're Classic Car Radio.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats, and chairs in all the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Riverside, Universal Coastal Living, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of Berlin Gardens and Bollywood. We specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Right now, we're having a huge fall sale with lots of great markdowns and discounts on everything you need for your Florida home, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Family owned and operated since 1991. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street, filled with lots of brand name closeout and sale items. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
A Fox on the Fairway is now playing at Riverside Theater, and it's a madcap comedy that'll leave you in stitches, filled with mistaken identities, outrageous antics, and a battle of the wits on the greens. And wait till you see the final putt on the 18th hole. It's legendary. It'll take you on a nonstop laugh fest with love, life, and golf in the spotlight. A Fox on the Fairways is now playing at Vero's beautiful Riverside Theater. Get your tickets now at the box office or online at riversidetheater.com.
For state-of-the-art auto glass and windshield services, make it American Auto Glass. American Auto Glass has over 20 years of experience working on glass in cars, trucks, motorhomes, buses, and all commercial vehicles, even helping you save time, speeding up your insurance claim for free glass replacement, both in-shop and mobile for most vehicles. Trust American Auto Glass, your one-stop local business. 281 Sebastian Boulevard in Sebastian. American Auto Glass.
Welcome back to Classic Car Radio. We're doing Tech Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some questions, and I have to admit, a couple of these questions, I'm not going to tell you which ones, but they are legacy questions because we're not getting a heck of a lot. I think the classic car guys aren't down from up north yet or whatever, you know, but I mean, we are seeing, I saw a lot of extra cars this week. It's noticeable. I think
there's a lot of stuff
snowbirds
coming.
are coming back.
Well, I think they're all waiting to vote.
Just driving.
I really do. I think they're all waiting to vote in their home state, and then
driving down I-95 on the way here, I saw cars from out of state plates dragging trailers, and one of them was stacked up with lawn furniture and everything.
Right.
So, yeah, they're coming back. They're coming back.
He ain't coming back. He's moving here.
Yeah.
Yeah, bringing down their lawn chairs they used all summer.
Right.
Anyway, Pete from the internet. This guy said he was afraid that Todd might murder him. That's why he won't tell us where he's from.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a 70 Roadrunner, speaking of the devil, and I stripped the captured nut from the upper door hinge on the driver's side. If it were one of the two bolts coming out, I would just replace the hinge. But the bolt that has the captured nut in the body, how do I fix it? Where can I find another captured nut? Or how can he do it? Right?
Is it
I don't even
captured nut?
A captured nut is when it's embedded
in the body.
in the body, so you screw into it. Then the other ones,
Normally it's a nut
You
plate.
bolt
It's like
in.
a plate that's move around because you got to be able to move the hinge around.
Right.
for
Yeah,
but you know, like the
adjustment.
subframe bolts on like the old cars, they go through the bottom and they have that little nut.
Right.
Only
Yeah.
way I know.
Yeah, I did it on one of my 81 Camaros that the nut would not come out, and then finally I just broke the nut and the weld off it. I just cut it open, put another nut in there, and I welded it down, and I took that piece and welded it back.
yeah,
There you go.
Is it on the body?
it's on the door jam. It's
I
on the
guess on the
door
door-
jam.
That's on
Yeah.
there.
It's on the
It
not the
should-
jam. It's
it
on
should
the
be a movable
doorpost.
plate, though. Shouldn't be that, but if it is,
Well, it has
like you
one
said, you're just
capture.
gonna have
Maybe
to
the
weld it.
capture keeps it at the correct height. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
Right.
But you
Right.
have to ask Roadrunner
Otherwise,
owners.
weld you a nut on it.
Yeah, just
Hey,
weld
I
a nut
got one
on
of
it.
those at the shop. We can follow up on that.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I looked it up, and this guy said the 10 millimeter bolt is just a smidge larger, so you could probably work a 10 millimeter tap in there without having to drill, and then drill without drilling. Back and forth slowly with oil. Do not break the tap off in the hole, of course.
No,
So
you'll be
basically, you could just retap that captured nut
and go with a
10
bigger bolt.
millimeter instead, and go with a 10 millimeter
it's just
bolt.
a hair
Well,
bigger.
that's the problem because most of the people, you know, 10 millimeter. That's the only socket that everybody loses.
That's true. Yeah. So that's going to be the problem.
Using
Yes.
that's the problem.
That's
Tighten
the
up
problem.
the bolt because you lost a 10 millimeter
Right,
socket.
exactly.
It happened to me the other day. I needed a 10mm socket. Opened up my whole toolbox, a 10mm.
Yeah, I can't find mine ever.
It's crazy.
Ever.
Let's put a metric bolt on something that's all SAE.
I know,
right.
but still, it's a quick fix, right?
Yeah.
I'll never forget that car. They did an AC job on an evaporator. It was an Escape. And
Right.
the lady's like, she's had a noise in the dash that was a rattle, and she's owned the car since brand new. They could never figure out what it was. Took the evaporator out. 10mm quarter-inch short socket stuck on top of the AC box of the dash. When you hit a bump, it'd bounce around.
Oh, there you go.
And then it would fall in one of the little drops.
That's fine.
It's always the 10mm. I don't know why.
Doggone it.
Yep,
Ken from Vero Beach says, Todd, I see a lot of trucks that have the same issues as mine. The clear coat, I had this question a bunch of times. So
Yeah.
and this is one of the new ones. The clear coat has failed in the Florida sun and peels off in small bits. Now I just have the flat blue base coat left, and even it's starting to wash out after rainstorm. So does all the other base coat have to be removed? Or can I prep it and then paint fresh coats of base and clear over it?
Yeah,
You can't prep it. You've said before on this question.
Get rid of it all.
Take it down, right?
Take it all down.
Take it all down. Right
Take
down
it
the
all
metal.
down.
Right down the metal.
Yep.
You have to.
Yeah, because if you don't, and you go and think you're going to put a base over another base or something underneath it, it's chemically hot, not temperature-wise, but chemically hot, and it'll wrinkle everything up. And then it's going to mimic, when it dries, it's going to mimic what's underneath it. And it's just not going to work.
Okay.
Strip it to bare metal.
You got to strip it down, Ken.
Yeah, and then you always have that fear of the chemical reaction with different paints and lines.
Yeah.
All right.
I had a question sent to me. All right.
Oh, boy.
There's a guy down in Miami. He's looking to try to get a title for his Nova. He has the VIN in the car. He doesn't have a title.
Okay.
How hard is it to get a Florida title?
He just needs a bill of sale from the owner.
That's what I said. You just need the bill of sale. You have to get the VIN verified from the police department.
Right. You have
There's
to have
a
it
form you get
inspected.
from DMV.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And then you should be able to get a title.
Right, but someone has to actually inspect it and look at that VIN.
Yeah, if they call the sheriff's office, they usually come out to the house and do it.
Right. That's what I pretty much.
Some sheriff's offices now say they don't do it. So if they don't do it, you got to bring it to the DMV on a trailer, and they have a sheriff there that'll come out and do
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah.
And isn't there a down in West Palm Beach? Do they still have that station down there that does it? If you don't have, even if you don't have a VIN, right? They'll put a VIN on and they'll title it for you.
I've been down there with a guy with an old Indian bike with no VIN. So he had it all just done right there.
Yeah,
It took a while waiting and everything.
And
But
you can do it like lost title and stuff, and they do the search, and the car comes up clean. They'll try to contact the last owner. If they don't get in touch with them, they have 30 days, and then they give you the title to issue it.
Yeah. All right. I'll have to tell them.
It's just a big waiting game. But
Well, that's what where in New York it was different. I mean, you sent to wait for a title, you got a title.
well, you had trouble with that Babe Ruth car.
Yeah, I had a lot of problems with the Babe Ruth car. Yeah.
Yeah.
41 Pontiac that I had.
see where I'm from up north, if it's 10 years or older, you don't need a title.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. All right, we got 2 minutes left, not even.
All right. So you want to save the questions?
Yeah, well,
What do you wanna do?
yeah, tell us what we got for car shows. We'll save these for next week.
Again, the 9th Annual Car, Truck, and Bike Show, November 2nd, this weekend, 10 to 3 at the 520 Royal Palm Boulevard in Vero Beach. 9/11 is to register. It's $20. Driver's Choice Awards, first, second, and third place. People's Choice Award. Dash plaques, 50/50 raffle. All proceeds go to Space Coast Honor Flight, The Source, Camp Haven, Missionary Flight, Solemn Pride, Florida Sheriff's Youth Ranch, and the Young Board Riders and Dogs for Life. So that's a pretty good charity.
Yeah, sure is.
And November 2nd, I just did that one. And then November 3rd, you got the one down, Cars of Our Lives Classic Car Show, Sunday, November 3rd, from 9 to 3 at 301 Southeast Stikeman Boulevard down in Stewart.
Right.
And also on November 3rd, they have the second annual Point West Fine Arts Festival. And this is exclusively for the Indian River AACA.
Right, yeah.
So if you're not a member, don't even show up. You could go to look at cars, but, you can't bring your car. Please arrive on that day at 10:30 in the morning. That show goes from 11 to 3. You have to have a fire extinguisher. If you're in the AACA, bring a fire extinguisher.
Okay. Gotta go.
All right, we gotta go.
We gotta go. Thank you very much for listening. And if you didn't listen on YouTube, we're on WAXE, the Patriot Radio, 14 I'm sorry, 1370 AM
1370
and 107.9 FM every Saturday at 2 o'clock. We're Classic Car Radio. We are out of here.
See you. Go vote.
Put the pedal to the metal.
Yeah, vote.
Vote.
Vote.